Hey fam, here we are. It's Sunday, 2:30 again. We're going live on Vibe 106. I appreciate you for joining me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. Just know that we're here to help you elevate every step of the way. Anything to do with your money, your mindset, or the tenacity it takes to get what is yours. So sit back, feel free to ask questions, feel free to drop comments. I'm here for all of it, and I hope you are too. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to start the radio show in just a couple minutes. Even though we're recording live online, this is really a radio show, Vibe106.com. Here we go. You're listening to the 24K Life on Vibe106.com, the home of R&B, old school, new school, Motown, hip-hop, 90s, 80s, and more. Simply the best music 24/7. We are in the study of the Vibe House, where we talk wealth, wellness, wisdom, and walking boldly into your purpose every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. I'm your dude, Derek Gant, and around here, we don't chase mediocrity. We are dominating and walking in our divinity. This show is about living the 24K life, mastering your mind, your money, your body, and your brand, not to mention your soul, to live boldly and unapologetically at your highest level. Every week, we come to you because we know you deserve better, you want better, and I pray if you know better, you'll do better. And that's what we're here, to help you do better. But if you're willing to fight for it, to fight for the discipline, for the structure, freedom is possible. We just have to organize and be consistent. Today, we're not just talking about motivation. We're talking about walking into your promise and what it takes, at least in part, to get to your promised land. And it's not going to take the 40 years. That's the big key. You know what? When I wrote the book, The 24K Life Code, I did so because it represented not just my lifestyle, it represents the standard that I live by that helps me elevate and live a life as close to my dreams as possible. I learned how to say yes, how to say no, and how to build momentum that doesn't fade using the 24K Life Code. If you are tired, right? The pastor would say, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's time to pick up your code. It's time to understand that you are called and already coded for excellence. I want to give a few shout outs as we start this episode to some of our more faithful listeners that have been dialing in. We have Vanessa from Texas. We have Dawn from Minnesota. We have Kobe from Grand Prairie, Texas. And we have a couple listeners from Indy. They didn't leave their names. They just said, we from Indy and we lending. They're listening, y'all. They want to do better. They want that 24K life. And a special shout out to Dr. Dwayne Reynolds from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. You know what? We hope you're listening, Dr. Dwight. We pray that this is a message that will touch you today and every day.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Financial freedom is within your reach, thanks to Derek Gant. With over 25 years of experience, Derek's 24K life philosophy transforms everyday challenges into stepping stones for success. Imagine mastering your finances, setting and crushing your goals, and shifting your mindset to elite levels. Derek empowers you with tools for financial freedom and measurable results. His strategies are crafted to ensure you live the life you've always dreamed of. From his book to engaging workshops and online content, Derek's insights are designed just for you. Start your journey today and turn your aspirations into achievements. Visit derekgant.com. It's time to live your 24K life. Are you ready?
Hey, I hope you're ready. I always say it. I hope you're ready. You got to get ready so that you know what to do. And this is part of what we do. We help you to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It's all about leveling up your basic habits so that you are not living that mediocre lifestyle. You know, if you want to participate in the show, you can hit us in the chat. I am more than excited to say hello to you. You can also text us at 419-972-1922, where we will be happy to take your questions. We're happy to take your comments. And we are simply happy that you are here. Hold on one second. Oh, there we go. I'm tapping to the people online. What's up? How you doing? Listen, you know, I've been working on something for a little while, and I really want to share it with you. Every time I work on something, I can't wait to share it. And what I've been working on, I tripped over by accident, but I didn't realize what the number 40 meant in the Bible. Let me just give you some highlights of what 40 means. Then we're going to go backwards a little bit. So 40 represents the number of days that it rained, the number of days and nights that it rained when the earth was flooded. 40 represents the number of days and nights that Moses was fasting and interceding up on the mountain for the people before he delivered the tablets. There were 40 days that they were spying in Canaan before they took over the land. Goliath taunted Israel for 40 days. Elijah traveled 40 days and nights to Harab. Now, I know this is Sunday, and I know this ain't Bible school, but, you know, it is Sunday. So I like to tap into one of the things that I know best. And you already know, I know finance, I know fitness, and I know the Lord. So we're going to mix the three. And because when you mix the three, man, you get any better being fit, having some money, and having God on your side. Nineveh, 40 days and nights to be overthrown. Jesus fasted 40 days and nights in the desert before he came to surface. Right before he hit social media and told the world who he was, he meditated and fasted 40 days and nights. The resurrection, post-resurrection, Jesus appeared after 40 days speaking in the kingdom. And I mean, and there's more. It's crazy. But here's the reason why I want to talk about 40. 40 is not the number. It's 41. On the 41st day, it stopped raining. On the 41st day, David killed Goliath. On the 41st day, Jesus broke free from his fast and went out and changed the world forever. I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't realize how much juice 40 carried. 40 is the number for breakthrough. If you felt stuck, or if you're feeling stuck, you feel like you're in a wilderness type season, you're wandering around, you don't want to be out there for 40 years, do you? I can tell you what, I don't want to be out there for 40 years. I really don't want to be out there for 40 days, but I'll take 40 days over 40 years anytime. Being stuck in the wilderness is not a comfortable feeling. You know how hot it is this summer? Every time you go outside, you start sweating. You know, you luckily you lose your appetite because it's just too gosh darn hot to eat. But today is the day to gain a little bit more clarity. You know, in the Bible, 40 marks the test. And what comes after the test, that's the breakthrough. You get to walk into that promised land on the 41st year. Today, we're going to explore the meaning of 40 and why day 41 has become such a powerful faith motive and how to step into your own promise with a 40-day activation. You know, I believe that you can tackle your issues by resetting your mind, or maybe it's your body, or maybe it's your finances, or maybe it's your spirituality, but you can reset in 40 days. And I just happen to believe that on that 41st day, you're going to have a breakthrough. Now, you might say, hey, look, I'm trying to get rich. It may not happen in the 41st day, but listen, on that 41st day, you can have your plan mapped out. You can have your habits begin to change. You can have your lifestyle implemented so that you can move forward, upward and onward every step on that 41st day and thereafter. It's coming. Not only is it coming, it's already done because you've been called and coded for greatness. I've been telling you this all along. So listen, I'm here and I was asked to do this show. And this is our 17th week, if you can believe it, our 17th week on the broadcast. And I'm just as excited today to hear your comments, 419-972-1922, to hear your comments, to hear your questions, and to help you figure out how to manifest more life, more love, more money, more health, more grace, more gratitude. You know, speaking of grace, I have met my son today for breakfast. I took him to breakfast today. I don't get to see him often. You know, my boys are adults and they're living their lives and they're doing their things. And we went to breakfast today, and we happened to get on the topic of grace. And my son started to say about how he does some things and some good things on a consistent. He's being more consistent so he can earn more grace. And I was sharing with him, you know, I'm not a biblical scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but by the sheer definition of grace, mercy, and grace, you can't earn it. It's a gift. So on today's post on the thumbnail, when I posted, hey, we're going to be on the show today talking about manifesting more, I put a picture of a black and gold gift box because it's that 41st day is a gift. Because trust me, most of us, we've messed up so bad, we can't get it done in that 41st day. But with grace, we might be able to see if we can get that done. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to that 41st day. So let's break out this framework. I'm talking about you looking at your life and making a decision about where you're falling a little short. Maybe you're falling a lot short, but I'm giving you some grace. Maybe you're falling a little short. Is your life stacking up the way you see it? When you were 25, is your life stacking up the way you thought it was going to stack up? No, nobody's does, because 25-year-olds don't know nothing. Let me help you. 35-year-olds, they well on the way. They still don't know nothing. You know, I don't know when you do know something, but I promise you at 59, you know a whole lot. And that's where I'm at. And I'm here to share with you how you can begin to structure the next 40 days of your life so that you could have your breakthrough on the 41st day, because that's what it's about. So here's the deal. If you want, we're going to run a program. That's how excited I am about this new revelation about the 40 days. We're going to run a program. And I'm calling it what am I calling it? I'm calling it the 40-day breakthrough fast. Right? The 40-day breakthrough fast. And we've done challenges before. So it's not truly going to be a fast like you can't eat fast. This is going to be a fast from all the BS noise on social media, a fast from your bad habits, fast from eating fast foods or drinking sugary drinks, a fast from whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever it is you need a breakthrough for. We're going to have you join us for this 41-day challenge. And it's really going to be 40 days because on the 41st day, check this out, we're celebrating. We are celebrating the process. Now, when you think about your life, when I think about your life, and I think about it from the perspective of how I can add value to your life, I think about the 35 years of financial expertise, of managing retirement portfolios, seeing the joy on people's faces when they retire with hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. We were able to help them not only get there, but maintain that and grow that. So I had a client call me this past week, and she wanted to get some money out of one of her investment accounts. And so she had decided, see, listen, I'm going to be more responsible. So she logged on herself. Even though she called me, she logged on herself. She took a look at her portfolio, and the portfolio was doing so well that she dang near changed her mind about wanting to take money out because it was performing so well. And that smile on her face when we jumped on a Zoom call to have her say, man, I knew you were doing your job. I knew you were helping me. I knew you were doing well managing my money. But man, I really, really just didn't realize how well. And I want to thank you for that. But here's the deal. I want to help you too. I want to help you understand how to structure your financial life, how to structure your physical life, because I've shared this before inside of the book, The 24K Life Code. We talk about your money, your mindset. We talk about your relationships. We talk about your spirituality, and we talk about your family. And inside of that, you have to ask yourself, if I had to do without one of the 5 core pillars of life, which one would I give up? Would I give up the money and be fit and have great communications and a great mindset, but I'm broke? Do you want to be rich and be no relationships and be fat? I mean, let's just be honest. You want it all, don't you? I know I do. I'm assuming because you're listening to the show in the middle of Sunday, you want it too. If you want it, there's no shade in that. I believe that we're supposed to be living a divine lifestyle, a divine divinity. That's the highest level it can get. And all we seem to see is the struggle. We seem to see the struggle. We don't seem to see the thriving. We don't seem to see the people that are doing amazing things. So we just got to look a little closer because it is happening. The question is, do you want amazing things happening right where you are, right where you're sitting, right where you're working out, right where you are standing, right where you're cooking? Whatever it is you're doing, you should want the best. I want the best cookware and I want the best produce because it's going to be best for this temple of my body. And then I want to have the best energy from having the best cookware, cooking the best produce, eating the best foods in my body. I want that energy that helps me go out and help you do amazing things, to help my family be amazing people, to live amazing experiences, to travel to amazing places. Am I just preaching to the choir? Do you feel what I'm saying? I hope you do. I hope you understand that life is possible, but we have to do a few things. And that's what I'm here for, is to help set you up to do just a few things differently that are going to help you elevate your life. So this 40-day fast, really a challenge, this 40-day fast is going to be about you physically being a good steward with your body. That means, what are you putting in your body? How much movement are you actually getting? Can you actually touch your toes, or is that a long gone exercise? I want you to know that everything that you're doing, you can do better. And it's not because I believe you can do it better. It's because we know that we were gifted, because we were coded and called to do amazing things. And if you were coded and called, there's no way that you can't get everything that you deserve. So here we are. We're here. We're rocking. You're ready to go. We're talking about our physical fitness. I like to start with physical because that is something you can control. You can control your fitness. You can control what you put on that fork. You can control how many steps you take. You are in control of all of that. But I'm telling you, if you don't control it, it will control you. And that's when you can't touch your toes. You can't see your waist. And I know I'm laughing about it, but listen, that's a health crisis. We are struggling in the USA. The rest of the world seems to be doing a little better, but we're struggling. And I know that a lot of things are slated against you. They're putting things in our food to make it even more difficult for us to lose weight. I heard the craziest thing last week. So, people are on the weight loss Ozempic or something similar to the Ozempic. And I heard that they were beginning to manufacture a item that they can put in the food that will counter effect the Ozempic effect. And it's like, you want us sick, you want us fat, you want us immobile. I don't know what the purpose is. Is it so that we sit on the couch and we shop online because we don't want to move? Is it because they want us to buy more things and spend more money on medicine, on healthcare? I'm just throwing out the deal. Follow the money. Who benefits from you being slow, overweight, sickly, unclear? Who benefits? You go fight. You figure it out. I just named 3 or 4. But we want to talk about the next 40 days. of physical fitness, getting started, spiritual fitness. That includes, prayer. It includes reading. It includes quiet time. It's amazing how many people pray, but never stop and just sit there quietly long enough to hear an answer. Because let's just be honest, most prayers, people are asking for something. I need a new car, Lord. I need a new windshield, Lord. I need a new job, Lord. Most people are asking for something. Come on. You know. But do you ever stop and listen for the answer? Do you ever stop and listen for the direction? And here's the thing. If you haven't noticed yet, however old you are, when you ask for something, let's say I pray for a new car. God don't drop a car in the driveway. He may give you a raise. He may give you an idea to have a second gig, a side hustle, but he gives you the means to get it. He don't usually just give it to you. Now, it does happen that, people will get the car, and that is amazing. But most of the time, he gives you access to the pathway, and people look at the pathway and go, I don't want that path. I don't want to walk that far to get to the new car. Can you drop it in my driveway? I don't want to walk 5 miles for the new car, Lord. I don't want to get out of debt to get a new car. I want to get the new car, then I'll get out of debt. Don't work that way. You got to figure yourself out. And that's when we come into the mental fitness. What's your mindset? Can you detox from your phone before you even roll out of bed? What is your mental mindset? Are you thinking prosperity or are you thinking poverty? Because we got to get past that struggle mindset. We got to get past that negativity, and we have to step into our own greatness. And let me tell you something, I don't know how old you are, but my mama, unfortunately, is long gone. She's left this earth. But man, she was my number one cheerleader for I don't know how long. And she was my Bundini Brown. Do you know who Bundini Brown was? That was the guy that stood next to Muhammad Ali everywhere he went. And he was right behind him on, I don't remember if it was his left ear or right ear, but right behind him, speaking into his ear. You can do it, champ. You're the champ. They can't touch you. You so pretty. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. That was his hype guy. His only job was to be Muhammad Ali's hype guy. Don't you wish you could afford a hype person? Right? That's your mama for the first 18 years. After that, you're on your own. But see, here's the key. God structured it so that your parents spoke life into you for those 18 years. And then your mindset, right? Train a child in the ways he should go, and when he's older, he will not depart from it. So in your mindset, you have to become your own hype person. And when I wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and say, man, God is good. Look at that handsome brother he created. People would think I was egotistical. People would think that I got a problem, but I don't. My problem is that I don't say it often enough. You got everything you need, bro. You're smart. You're handsome. You are ready. You are prepared. You are enough. You can do it. Whatever it is, just put your mind to it, touch and agree, and God's going to be with you. And that's all you need to keep this thing going. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a team that works with me. I have a team of 5 individuals, 3 full-time, 2 part-time. So you need other people. But man, if you can't speak life into yourself, then come to the radio show. I'm telling you, I got you. If you can't speak life into yourself, I got you. I'll speak some life into you for you, because somebody has to speak life into you for you.
Are you feeling stuck in life and finances? Introducing the 24K Life Code mobile app, your ultimate solution for personal and financial support. Available now on Apple App and Google Play stores. Our app provides online coaching with expert life, business, money, nutrition, and fitness coaches. With over 25 transformative courses, you'll master goal setting, time management, personal money management, and accountability. For less than $1 a day, you gain full access, 365 days a year, to the support you need. Join our thriving community, share your daily wins, and let's build your 24K life together. Download the 24K Life Code mobile app today and start living your best life.
Hey, that's all we want. We want you to live your best life. And I don't know how much you listen to the commercials or you really pay attention, but we have a mobile app where you can access several experts, including myself, 24/7, 365. My clients ask, hey, should I lease this car? Should I buy this car? Hey, how can I save $1,000 a bit quicker? Hey, can you review my budget? All kind of questions, fitness questions, nutrition questions. We have fitness experts, life coaches, business coaches, all in our 24K Life app. It's called the 24K Life Code. It's available on your mobile app store, or you can go to DerrickGant.com and you can download that. Now listen, 419-972-1922 is the number to text us, and we will take your calls. We will answer your questions. 419-972-1922. Now, I want you to identify today. I want you to identify what that shortage is for you. Who's your giant? Who's your Goliath? What stone do you need to pick up to knock that sucker down? What is your wilderness? What are you stuck doing right now? Identify that. Because if you don't know the path you need to take to get through, on the other side is the promised land. So I need you to identify that. Is it procrastination? Which is that for most of us? Is it procrastination? Is it laziness? Is it lack of knowledge? Are you afraid? There's so many things that could be holding you back. But the question is, what is holding you back? I need you to do a deep dive. And if you don't know, then I need you to pray about it. I need you to pray about it and have that come to the surface with unquestionable results. Ask the people closest to you. If you were me, knowing what you know about me, what do you think I need to work on? I need you to take that thing and write it down somewhere. And then I want you to text us, 419-972-1922. And I want you to text me 41 days. And I am going to send you our workbook that we're going to be using over the 41-day fast to elevate our lives. And I'm going to invite you, right? Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The first 8 people that text the show, 419-972-1922, the first 8 people that text the show, 41 days. That's all you got to do. Text 41 days. I will put you in our challenge for free. I will put you in the challenge for free, give you free access to everything that we're going to do, because this is your breakthrough. And just take a step back. If the thing, that giant, that wilderness was gone, sit back after the show, close your eyes, and determine what your life would really look like if you overcame that. If you overcame that. Some people are ill. My cousin's sick. He's really sick. My best buddy was sick. He's overcome it, right? So you can overcome too. So can you modify and make this 40 days yours? Absolutely. Everybody's 40 days in our challenge, in our fast, is going to be tailor-made. But we're all going to kumbaya together. We're all going to jump on a Zoom call every week together. And we're all going to press for our promised land together. It's called accountability. And it's the thing that supersedes most other things. But I tell you this, we're going to kick off our 41-day fast, the blueprint, the biblical blueprint to manifesting more, 40-day challenge on September 7th. September 7th, we're going to kick off. We're going to pursue physical, spiritual, mental, and financial wellness. And we're going to capture your testimony on day 41. If you don't know, back in the day, we used to testify in church, and you would testify about how much better things are going. So the first 40 days is the test, and the 41st day is the testimony. So I want to remind you that Genesis 7:12, after 40 days, Noah opened the window. The rain was gone. The bird came back. The dove came back, right? Just remember that Goliath's taunts were ended 41st day. Jonah's warning, 41st day. Jesus' fast, 41st day. So there's so much to do about the 41st day that I want you to take part in, that I want you to be a part of, and I want you to grow from. I hope that you're ready to unapologetically take hold of your 40 days during this 24K challenge. Join the community. It's the 24klife.org. Join the community. Text us 41 days. And if you're one of the first 8, we already got 3. We got 5 more spots. But that's my time, family. Today was brought to you by Amen Poet Production Company. For your musical needs, when sound is all you got, visit amenpoet.com. For your musical needs, amenpoet.com. That's AMINPOET.com. If you're in Ohio or Michigan and you find yourself needing help fast, call out today bail bonds at 419-944-3495. That's 419-944-3495. And special thanks goes out to Eugene, You're in the Kitchen with DJ Jamalot for his support and sound and the Vibe106.com. All right, fam. Thanks so much for joining me. That's our show for today. I appreciate you. Listen, we got 4 people that have texted us. There's 4 more spots. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, I'm going to go back and look because I can't see it right now. But if you've already commented there and I missed it, we're going to give you those last spots to join us for this challenge. I promise you, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be transformative, life-changing. You'll never look back.